Tonight's Final Four matchup between Iowa and South Carolina is projected to produce a record rating for a women's college basketball game, following the trend of an uptick in viewership for this year's tournament. A Local 5 sports director, Raina Garcia, joins us live from Dallas. Raina, how has the Iowa women's basketball team really impacted the growth of women's college basketball?
Hey Stephanie, Iowa has been a part of several of the most watched women's college basketball games in the country. They've sold out arenas, and tonight they have a chance to make history when they play South Carolina. And the driving force behind it is none other than the National Player of the Year, Caitlin Clark.
The women's Final Four in Dallas is the hottest ticket in town this weekend. Ticket prices on the secondary market are over 5 times as much than tickets to the men's Final Four over in Houston.
It's really hard to get a ticket to get into this arena for this game, and even more people are going to turn it on and turn the TV on. So I'm just grateful that I get to be a part of it. Like I said, I think the sky's the limit for this game. I think people are starting to truly understand what the product is and how great it is.
For context, the women's Final Four is being played at a smaller venue than the men, but it features more recognizable players and programs.
But these, over the past couple of years, they've been sold out, and that's an indicator of our game is moving in the right direction.
This year, the women's NCAA tournament has seen notable increases in viewership and attendance. According to the Sports Business Journal, it's averaged 660,000 viewers heading into the Final Four. That's up 43% from last year.
We're busting at the seams as a sport. Like, women's basketball is in really high demand from eyeballs on us, from at home, eyeball on us in arenas and stadiums.
Iowa's Elite 8 matchup against Louisville made history with nearly 2.5 million people tuning in, making it the most watched women's Elite 8 game to date. In fact, it brought in more viewers than any NBA game on ESPN this year. Prior to that, both days of the Sweet 16 games averaged 1.2 million viewers, which also set a new record. If you're sensing a common theme in all this, you'd be right. The Hawkeyes have played a big part in it, with National Player of the Year Caitlin Clark's historic season as the main attraction.
Well, this game has been growing by leaps and bounds over the last several years, but it's people like Caitlin Clark that have made that happen, and Aaliyah Boston, of course. But, for us, Caitlin does things that nobody else can do, and people want to see that.
Pair that up with the juggernaut that is South Carolina, and you've got a blockbuster matchup on your hands.
I think it makes complete sense also, and I'm so excited. I mean, we have Caitlin, they have Aaliyah Boston, and of course a lot of people are there to watch that, and it's super awesome just to be a part of it.
So where does the game go from here? If you ask Dawn Staley, it's time to capitalize on the surge in popularity and create even more opportunities.
We must move with it. The decision makers of our sport, we need to strike while the iron's hot. And that's in the form of more money, more television deals, all of that. I think we're just at a great place for us to, take leaps and bounds from where we've been.
And when I asked some of the Iowa players about the pressure that comes with playing in such a highly anticipated game, they acknowledge how special this opportunity is, but they're not letting it affect their normal approach to this game. So we'll see what those numbers look like after all is said and done. Reporting from Dallas, Raina Garcia, Local 5 Sports.
Performing under pressure is what they do. All right, Raina, thank you so much.